EnPro team, entry secure. Move in and take positions. Quiet. Did you hear that? This is Lee. Give me status. Always clear. There's nothing here, Sam. What the hell? Son of a bitch! Lead, I'm swinging around left.
How do they even survive this long?
2 offline. Main reactor operation temperature exceeding safe levels.
Hi, I'm Blasphemous, and welcome back to Doom 3 BFG Edition. Today we're taking on the EnPro plant, and we're going to be doing it almost entirely with the plasma gun.
Marine, the team is down. Their operational status is unknown. They were carrying a military transmission card. It's vital you retrieve that card as it contains encoded data needed to send the distress signal to the fleet. They're the last hope to get reinforcements. Find that card and find it fast.
Oh, so this whole thing's been about getting reinforcements all this time? Could have fooled me. So, we got another little friend again. Yeah, the sentry bot's going to be really handy for this whole section. Especially since there are 0 Z-Secs in this level. Absolutely none. No spiders either. A bit of a welcome reprieve after everything that's been going on.
Main reactor operation temperature exceeding safe levels.
Chief Technical Officer for the EnPro facility. During my weekly inspection of the coolant system, I discovered yet another safety violation. As I've stated repeatedly, our service manuals must be followed to the letter. Now this includes changing back filters for the coolant system on schedule and not when maintenance gets around to it. As you know, unclean back filters will create pressure inside the coolant system's release tubes. Even a minor disruption in a release tube can dislodge or destroy its coolant rod, overheating the core, and possibly sending the entire facility up in smoke. Now let me be clear, if I see this again, the team responsible will be transferred to sewage treatment before the day is over. Paul Rad, Chief Technical Officer for the EnPro facility. I appreciate UAC's concerns following the number of stress-related illnesses spreading.
Gas leak stopped.
However, I don't understand why we require such a large detail of armed security bots in EnPro. Now, you may disagree, but I trust my team's mental condition far more than whatever programming is running inside those bots. Which brings me to the reason for this report. Today, one of my best engineers, Patrick Thomas, was nearly shot when a bot refused his clearance. That's right, shot. Luckily, a nearby team from maintenance caught up to it and smashed it with a pipe wrench before it could chase Pat down. Now, it'll be days before he's ready to return to work, and I don't think you'll ever get him close to one of those bots again. Our jobs are difficult enough without needing to avoid getting shot. If we're going to be treated like prisoners, I respectfully request that you afford us the courtesy of being guarded by people instead of machines.
I love the delivery on that one. Getting shot. But, yeah. So the whole explanation for this explosion that's causing the reactor to go critical is because people were lazy about switching out the filters. And, you know, that is very applicable to modern life. I know that at one workplace that I worked, there was... Wow, workplace that I worked? That's fantastic. But anyway, at one of my workplaces, there actually was an issue with the air conditioning because people weren't replacing the filters properly. And you know, it did cause pretty similar problems. I mean, not explosions, but... yeah, you could sort of start to smell the burning in the air. But anyway... that concludes our little jaunt with the security bot. It's a bit of a shame, but, you know, this game's gotta have a little bit of challenge to it.
Main reactor operation temperature exceeding safe levels.
Does anyone else hear crying? So, that was the only female character in this game. And, well, it looked like her head popped off, but actually, no, she's fine. See, it's mostly there. She'll be fine. She can just walk it off.
This is the audio log of weapon analyst Teresa Chazar, dated November 3rd, 2145. I'm pleased to report that the preliminary tests on the ammo storage in the new Mach 3 plasma gun has far exceeded our expectations. We've realized a full 50% gain in the storage capacity of ammo packs as a result of utilizing techniques engineered in the Alpha Lab's molecular compactor. I believe with the ongoing compaction research, we will reach our goal of 3 times the plasma storage currently available in standard ammo packs. I would also like to mention that all of the employees here at the EnPro plant have been very helpful and quite eager to accommodate all of my requests. For security reasons, I've locked the plasma gun and the extra ammo in locker 063 with door code 972. End of log.
You might want to note that name, Elizabeth McNeil. She'll be important in the expansion for this game, but not here.
Service bridge now operational.
So as you might have heard from that PDA, one of the byproducts of fuel generation is plasma. So they basically just store the cells wherever they can put them because, well, I mean, what are you supposed to do with plasma if you're not going to shoot something? I should probably explain the Lost Souls. They are very weak, very fast, and very annoying. So really not too different from how they were in the original game. Except, you know, this one has a third dimension in order to make things even better. Trust me, you will come to dread any open spaces.
Please contact Fire Management for immediate assistance. Warning, reactor core temperature 235 degrees Celsius.
design, though. It's like it's just kind of like a head with a rocket engine. I think I was a lot more fond of the flaming skulls, if you ask me. This one, it feels a little bit more like I mean, I know it's got teeth. They got really nice teeth, but there's just something a little bit uninspired about the design is all.
Warning. Reactor core temperature 585 degrees Celsius. Warning. Reactor core temperature beyond acceptable levels.
Louise, we gotta find that transmission card. If Swan gets his hands on it, to the what?
Kind of busy preventing a meltdown here, Chief. I mean, I assume you don't want the base to blow up. So, of course, this being the EnPro plant, plasma is... What the... Oh, this is new. That right there is called a Wraith. They are very, very interesting. Albeit not as complicated as they would appear. I'll explain later. First, let's save the reactor.
Do you see the card?
No, sir.
Okay, let's get to the communications facility. We can stop the transmission from there.
Whatever you say, Counselor.
Nice dramatic camera angles on a security feed.
Coolant Rod 2 online.
So, I guess it's time for some more backtracking. You recall there was a locked door way back up the other side of that elevator. Nothing left for us but to just run back there. So the Wraith. What it appears to be doing is doing very small teleportations. But actually, what it's coded as doing is turning invisible, running forward, then becoming visible again. It's a very kludgy way of doing teleportation, but... well... I guess it works. Mechanically, they're not really that different from the maggots. They'll just try to go up to you and slice at you. Honestly, the teleportation makes them an easy target more than anything. Sort of like, you know how every time an imp teleports in, they do that big stand up from crouching animation that leaves them wide open to being shot in the face? Well, imagine if you had a monster that did that, but every 5 seconds. I mean, you see what I mean, right?
Hazard doors now open.
Honestly, if anything, they're probably easier than the maggots. Here's how I would improve them. Just off the top of my head. Have the teleportation be instantaneous. They blink, and then they're suddenly right up in your face. Now that would be scary. That would be intimidating. And it would be something that would really have to make you keep moving. You would have to be constantly on the ball in order to not get hit. That maggot was guarding just like a small little treasure trove here. Nothing too important. There's this one area that I actually miss, where there's a secret ladder down to a room with some more supplies, but well, as you can obviously see, we're pretty flush with supplies right now. This room seems overly complex for something that is honestly just set dressing. Nothing happens here as far as I can tell. Aside from the fat zombies, of course. No secrets, no hidden weapons, nothing. Okay, that time they fooled me a little bit. That guy vanished, and then another one teleported in, which made it look like he appeared down there. But actually, since I know that they're just running, I should have realized that that was impossible. So really the blame's on me. Bit of a locked door here. Nothing in the shadows. Let's see if we can maybe find something to help us out here. Bingo.
Steve Hammer, service technician. Since Private Swenson wigged out, shot up that drink machine, then lit himself up with a plasma gun, we've all been a bit nervous. All of us in maintenance knew he was losing it. Finally, when that darn drink machine wouldn't accept his credits, he lost it. Started swearing up and down, and you had to laugh when that machine lit up, but before any of us could react, he fed himself enough plasma to power an office building. There wasn't enough head to clean up, just vapor. It's a bad thing to happen to anyone. Anyway, I know with all the psych problems we've had lately, we need the additional security, but when the guards start going nuts, I don't know, all this extra weapons and ammunition, I mean, do we really need so much firepower laying around? Well, a couple of us decided to lock up all of the unsecured plasma rounds we could find. The code is 734. I think we'll all sleep a bit better tonight knowing it's locked up.
Maybe they would have slept a little bit sounder if they had the weaponry. But I don't know. We really don't need zombified security guards with plasma guns. That would just be really, really a bad time.
Farther I can go. Here, take the transmission card. We can't stay here. Isn't safe. We better move. No!
This room is actually a little bit disappointing. They set you up with this really big arena, and you expect to be just swarmed from all sides. One Wraith. One friggin' Wraith. And that's it. That is the end of the level. Seriously. Way to drop the ball, guys. Well, I'll see ya in comm transfer.